like, I thought I was in love, whatever. That wasn't that, baby. Like, that wasn't that at all. Like, y'all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl D Simone, and if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, then what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe to it, and go ahead and hit the notification bell right next to it so you guys can get notified each and every time I upload a video. Also, don't forget to like and comment to be shouted out in future videos. I want to give a huge shout out to Nicki. Thank you so much, girl, for subscribing and turning your post notifications on. I definitely do appreciate it. I'll be linking her channel down in the description box below so you guys can go ahead and check her out. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. So as you guys can see down by the title below, today I'm going to be doing a video on my first toxic relationship. So the first thing that I do want to say, you guys, is I won't be using anyone's real name in this video. I don't want anything to be rehashed or anybody, you know, trying to come in my neck or trying to come to me as a woman or anything like that. I ain't got time. Chill out, okay? Period. For their names, I'll just be saying the boy, because that's who I'm mainly gonna be focusing on, me and the boy. So I'll just say me and the boy. So this started back in 2017, and we knew each other like prior to, you know, talking, like really talking in 2017. But we had knew each other in sophomore year at my old previous school. And we just decided to start talking to each other in 2017. So 2017, we really started talking, and I remember at first, the first thing that I did, because I remember we first started talking on Facebook, and I remember the first thing that I did was I went through his pictures, as you do with anybody, you know, that you're just starting talking to or whatever the case may be. I remember I went through his pictures, and I'm like, okay then, yeah, you cute, okay. So you already know your girl ain't afraid. I don't got no shame in my game, so I had to shoot my shot, period. Like, I shot my shot, you feel me? I want to say I shot my shot, or I liked his pictures like a bunch of times in a row, and he finally like inboxed me. It happened some type of way, either one in a way. So it started off as like the basics or whatever, like, you know, like good morning every morning, good night every night, whoop-de-whoop, FaceTime calls, regular calls, whatever. That's how it started off. Until guys, he hit me with the, so when I'ma see you? You guys, I don't know. Now that I look back on it now, I should have just been like, never. Like, boy, you ain't gonna never see me. But me being who I am and him looking as good as he did, I was like, when you want to. He was like, shit, you tell me. And I was like, you tell me. So he was like, what you doing this weekend? I'm like, shit, nothing. I'm like, what you trying to do? He was like, I'm trying to see you. Literally, guys, one thing about me is that when it comes to doing something that I want to do or doing something that I feel is good for me, I'm going to do it by all means, and ain't nobody or nothing going to stand in my way. And that's exactly how it was with him. When it came time to see him, I was like, okay, you know, like, that's cool with me, because at the time my dad stayed in the same city that he was in, so I was like, bet. And from me going to a high school down there my previous year, I had, you know, like a couple friends or whatever, and I knew people down there, so I was like, cool, like, I can figure this out. Definitely I can make this work. I can come see you, period. I remember I found my way to come down there to his city. Like, all I was trying to do, because we lived in 2 different cities as well, y'all, so all I was trying to do was leave from point A and make it to point B. That's all I was doing. Once I was in point B, nothing could stand in my way, period. So I was like, I just was reaching out to like a bunch of people, and I'm like, hey, can you take me to da-da-da? Can you take me to da-da-da? Can you take me to da-da-da? And they like, oh, I got this to do, I got that to do. Until my guardian angel, my grandmother, she came through for your girl, and she took me down there, and she took me to my dad's house. And I remember I had told my dad, like, listen, can you take me to my friend's house? And that's just that, because the plan was that I was going to go down to my dad's city, then go to my friend's house, and then go from my friend's house to his house. And yeah, that's how it was going to happen. So I remember I had asked my dad, like, hey dad, can you take me down to my friend's house, da da da. And he was like, okay, cool. And that the friend that I was going to, like, he had already knew about her, been around her like a bunch of times, so he was like, okay. So he took me to her house, and I had told her when I got there, like, sis, I'm trying to bounce. Like, I don't know what you got going on, but I'm about to go. And she was just like, okay, cool, like, that's fine with me, like, that's cool. So I remember after we had talked over the details of, you know, like, what I was about to do, who I was about to go see, whoop-de-whoop, I remember I had, you know, hit him up like, hey, you know, like, what time was you coming, this, that, and the third, da da da. So after he had told me all of that, around the time that he said he was gonna come, I think it was like an hour before, he was like, hey, I'm about to come get you, you can start getting ready. So I was like, bet. So I remember I had got ready or whatever, and around like 10 o'clock, I want to say, he came to come get me. And I remember he came to come get me, and when I walked outside, because I didn't want to make it seem like I was like super thirsty for him, so I walked outside like a couple minutes after he said he was there. And I remember I was on my phone. Like, I didn't look up because, like, you know, I don't know, I just didn't look up. When I seen that it was a car in front of me, I'm like, okay, this is him. I just pretended, like, you know, like, I'm on my phone, blah, 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 you know, get scrolling or whatever. So I remember I walk up to the car, and as I look in the window, I see nothing but a bunch of niggas. I'm like, oh no, oh no, sorry, babe, this ain't that type of party, baby, listen here. So when I see like a bunch of dudes or whatever, like, oh no, and I guess he could tell by the look on my face, and he was just like, oh no, you know, like, I couldn't find no, you know, I couldn't get the car to come get you or whatever, so I had to ask somebody to give me a ride with the whoop. So he get to explain it to me once I get inside the car and everything. He was just like, we just gonna get dropped off back at my house. So I said, okay, cool. So we get dropped off back at his house, and remember I told y'all it was like super late. So by the time we get to his house, it's like probably like hitting to 11 o'clock now. I wasn't expecting a lot of people to be up. Like, I wasn't expecting to greet a lot of people as soon as I walk in. So when I walk in, I see, you know, not, I want to say kids, but it was more than one kid, so I'm gonna say kids. Like, it was kids running around, kids was up. I guess like his peoples was doing here. I'm like, oh shit, like, okay, you know, okay. So me being the type of person I was at the time, I was all, you know, shy and standoffish, so I really didn't speak unless somebody really spoke to me. It was like, hey girl, hey. So once we got downstairs, he introduced me like, hey, this is da 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 da, this is, you know, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh hey, you know, just that and the third. So, we chilled upstairs for a minute with the two little kids that were running around. We chilled upstairs for a minute, and it was cute. It was honestly cute. Like, the one little girl, she was like, can you change my baby's diaper? Can you put the clothes back on or whatever? So I did that for her. So we was chilling for a minute, and then I remember he was like, all right, come on, we about to go downstairs. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go downstairs, and yeah. And we chilled, and then after that weekend I had went back home. And so by the time the weekend was over, I was already like head over heels. Like, I thought I was in love, whatever. That wasn't that, baby. Like, that wasn't that at all. Like, y'all, if I can go back and look at my teenage self, my 16-year-old self, like, honestly, wake up, okay, baby, get your shit together. And he ain't all that in a bag of chips. Chill out, you're not in love. Like, that's exactly what I wanted to tell myself. Like, sis, you are not in love. Like, girl, go sit down. So I remember after that, after I had went home, like I told y'all before, we lived in 2 different cities. So when I went back to my city, it was hard for us to be like, hey, I want to see you, come see me after you get out of school, whatever, because I lived in 2 different cities. So if you wanted to see me, you were going to have to wait probably like, I probably was going to see you like 2 weekends out the month at the most, like, because, like, I don't know, like, I was gonna see you, I wasn't gonna see you as frequently as you wanted to see me. And that was our biggest issue when dealing with each other, is that I wasn't gonna see you as frequently as you were gonna see me. So it definitely took like a toll on our little relationship or whatever, because we didn't see each other frequently. We, you know, we weren't around each other all the time. And me being the type of person I am, y'all, like when I really like somebody, I don't care about no distance. I don't care about no, oh, you ain't got no money. I don't care about no, oh, none of that. No, none of that. Like when I really like you, I like you for real. And that's how it was with me and him. Like I didn't care about the distance or none of that. I didn't care about, oh, who in your face or who's talking to you while you at school. I didn't care about none of that, because at the end of the day, like, you were the only person that I've seen. But a lot of people don't think how I think, so distance and like insecurities and all the other stuff definitely took a toll on us as a relationship. But from 2017 to 2019, we were dealing with each other like on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And it was the first toxic relationship I have ever been in, because it was just like, it was really hard for me to let him go. Like, honest to God. Like, if he came and told me like, hey, I want to see you, I didn't care who I was with, who I was talking to, who I was texting, who I was on the phone with. If you want to see me, if you were calling me, if you were FaceTime me, I got to go, y'all. And I got to go get him. You feel me? I got to go see him. I got to go talk to him. Leave me alone. I'll hit y'all back in a minute. And that's exactly how I was when it came to him. Like, I literally dropped everything I was doing, stopped everything I was doing to attend to him. And 9 times out of 10, he really didn't want nothing at the end of the day anyways. But, you know, hey. But yeah, guys, so I hope you guys like my toxic story time, because it definitely was toxic. Now that I look back on it, I'll never again put myself in a situation like that, just to let y'all know. So, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.